Hello everyone, welcome to day 13. I made it. Today I will be working with sketch number 78 from Sketch Savvy to do a Christmas layout. So I have this big old box full of Christmas stuff and I kind of just went through it and kind of randomly grabbed the first two things that I had on the top of my paper stash. Use those. They kind of went together. I am mixing cream and white. I know some people have a big issue with that, but I don't mind mixing them. I actually think it makes it quite I don't know, it kind of, especially with a Christmas layout, it kind of softens it. So it doesn't bother me. I'm trying to follow this sketch quite closely. The only thing is it doesn't exactly turn out. The idea of the sketch is definitely there. You can see it, but I didn't follow it 100% to the T with all the different shapes and stuff that were added in. Some of them, when I looked really close at the sketch, kind of were, I don't understand why you would want to put a weird block in it. So I just personally chose not to do that. This is the lovely thing about sketches, right? You can turn it into anything you want and make it your own. And just because I don't like it doesn't mean the next person that uses the sketch will have a different opinion and rock those little squares that I couldn't figure out. So I love sketches for that. So you can see I am trying to audition a bunch of different papers. I really didn't know what I was going to do after this really bold red that I wanted to use, just because it basically was the perfect shape and the amount that I was looking for. So I pulled out all of my pattern paper that is Christmas, and you can see I'm digging through here. I'm literally going piece by piece by piece. I thought maybe I could use these and cut out the shape of the ornaments to place as a piece onto my layout. I'm thinking that I'm cutting that out. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with that. You'll see something happens, but this is kind of where my mind's going. Bringing in that color. I'm okay that it's soft, a little vintagey. My photo has a filter on it that's very soft and kind of has that same vibe, so I figured that would be okay. And now I'm just trying to see, well, maybe I'll make that my bottom piece to go underneath that big red, but that doesn't work. It's clashing. There's these weird colors intermixed with it, and so I didn't like that. So back to the drawing board. I'm just going to keep coming through, and then I find this blue paper with the snowflakes. Now, let me tell you, my original intent was to use the blue. I really liked the pop of the blue with the red. I thought that looked really neat. And so I'm going to trace a circle. I don't have big circle things, so I just ran to my kitchen, grabbed a bowl, and cut out a circle. But when I flipped it over, when I had traced it, I somehow managed to perfectly trace it around some trees. And I really liked that. So I decided I was going to instead flip it and use the lighter side. And then the very next paper underneath that blue paper was this paper that is dark wood grain with snowflakes. And it all just started to come together, and I really love the way that looks. And it's kind of dark, which is a little bit different than, like I said, my style. But I don't know, there's just something about it I really, really liked. And I'm just going to go with it from there. The rest of the layout actually pretty much flew together all on its own. It was lovely. Once you kind of get those foundation pieces, the rest of it is simple. I just simply decided that I have, like I said, some white pops, so I'm going to add this cream colored with the red so that I have a pop of red and white and red and cream. So it's repeating itself. And you're going to see that in this. I don't heavily embellish this layout, you guys. It's very simple. But the little pieces that I do use definitely help to represent the pops of the white and the cream. All right, I think you get my point about that. So the next thing I'm going to do here is figure out where my journaling is going to go, and I am going to put it right next to the side of my photo, talking about how Santa definitely arrived at our house, and I was really fortunate in the fact that both of Jackson and Sean, Nora wasn't born yet, they slept in a little bit, so I enjoyed a nice cup of coffee in the morning and just kind of got to experience Christmas a little bit longer and soak it all in before it all kind of went away. And so that's kind of what my journaling is talking about. And I really love this photo. Jackson got some really neat gifts, and that's talked about in a layout I did a while ago, but this wasn't even so much about the gifts, just the spirit of Christmas is what this layout is meant to be. And so now I'm just kind of going through. I have this nice, it used to be a Stampin' Up container full of Christmas embellishments, and I'm literally just flipping through it trying to find the right pieces. And you can see that I found a little tag, and that had some words in it, which kind of repeats the words from the big, the red piece that you see there. And I used this little navy word that said believe to pop out the fact that my journaling is going to be in navy too, and there's a navy tree, so it's very, very small, but a small triangular effect going on there. And there's pops of navy in the photo because Jackson's stocking is navy, his new bike had blue in it, so I wanted to be able to pop that up just a little bit and go from there. And then I add the second tag, which has a white tone to it, this little ornament, and that is the basis of my layout. You can see I added a little wood veneer arrow at the bottom with a couple gifts, presents, and then I do my title. And my title is my favorite part of this whole layout. I end up combining these really big, white, sparkly letters, fonts that you can see right there from Thickers, along with the Pink Fresh Studio red ones that are meant for Christmas. It was from a Christmas line. And it's very hard to read my red on the red. I'm not going to lie. The word definitely, you have to really look for it. But I don't know, I just liked it. So I titled this big long title, Santa Definitely Found Our House. And I don't know, I'm really excited with the way it turned out, especially considering I told you guys I didn't think I was going to get this done today. So I was able to get my layout done, and I love it, and it flew together, and it just makes me happy. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and I will be back tomorrow with another layout. Do not forget, if you would like to play along at any time, just use my hashtag 30DSCBL so I can look at your photos and make a comment. Thanks everyone so much. Bye.